Hello from Simply Media and Diva Brown, the publisher. I'm in lovely Charlottesville, Virginia today. It's been lovely here. And today we're going to talk about the Louisiana Purchase, the greatest real estate deal in history that Thomas Jefferson did. And the wonderful thing about Jefferson is he was not an ideologue, he was a flexible man. And what better example than this? What Jefferson said about this is, I don't believe in doing this because it expands federal power. It does everything I don't agree with, but it's right for the United States. Now that's interesting that somebody so brilliant can pivot. And I've always thought the best story about Jefferson is when JFK was in the White House and being paraded around by intellectuals. Jackie Onassis had a lot to do with that, his wife. And basically what he said at a dinner with famous people and brilliant people and Nobel Prize winners and everything else at the White House, he said, "This is probably the greatest collection of brains in the White House ever since Donald Trump dined here alone." I've always liked that. It's a form of bring it home. So Jefferson had the ability to pivot, and he had the chance to do this and to bring the Louisiana Purchase. Now, the reason that was important is people can often forget that when the United States was formed, we had enemies everywhere. We had the English in Canada. We had the French to the south and to the west, and they were on the borders of the United States. We had Spain to the south. Now, these were the great countries in the world then. They're not unimportant today, but they were far more important then. So, Napoleon was broke, and he needed money. Well, hello, that happens to people all the time, so they got to sell the family jewels. So, he managed, Jefferson, to buy the Louisiana Purchase. Now, what's interesting is he used Livingston, famous person, and the great James Monroe, who's often not been considered as important as Madison or Jefferson, but he was. And he was the linchpin that went to France to do the deal. And the deal came out at $15 million, which was a lot of money back then. And that's important to understand, but it was a bargain because it doubled the size of the United States. Now, we have all this information on our title, The Louisiana Purchase, which is available for less than $5 in audiobooks. And it has the whole thing. By the way, the one thing you would like about this is this greatest deal in history was just a few pages. Unlike today's documents from lawyers, it was a few pages, and that's it. And most of them were. You'll see when you see our documentary series, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Gettysburg Address, the Emancipation Proclamation, they're all short and clear and crisp and right. So, in the sense of right for what they're trying to accomplish. It doesn't mean it's morally right or politically right, but they were right in terms of what they were trying to accomplish. So this is the biggest real estate deal in history because this gave the United States a doubling of size, pushed our western boundaries to the Mississippi River from the Appalachians. It put us in a position to jump to the West Coast and take the whole continent. And that was the idea because Lewis&clark at the same time went west from Mississippi all the way to the Pacific Ocean. So this is something worth considering. And my friend at Audible, Froy Sperling, said, we're the Getting A's series, so take this information, and if you're a student, you'll get an A, because most people don't know this is the greatest deal in history for real estate. This is a situation that doubled the size of the United States, and I think most importantly, it shows the importance of pivoting. New information, new data Change your mind. Don't be an ideologue. So thank you for Simply and Deaver Brown, the publisher. I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you very much.